Macca's Guides.
Hey everyone, Mac here, BioShock Infinite Burial at Sea Episode 2. This is the DLC, all 25 audio logs and Voxophones available in the entire episode, which lasts about 4 hours depending on how you play it. Now, when you come to this area, this is basically a mandatory area. You come to inside of this little shop. You will find your first audio log on the left on a bookshelf. Now, from that one, you're going to want to back up slightly, and there will be a door to your right-hand side. Now, there are quite a few lockpicks that you will need. What I recommend is just searching for those on your own. They're very easy to come across. If you are stumped, you can buy some at the vending machines for $18, which is not a lot if you're playing on some of the easier difficulties. You'll find the second one behind this mannequin here. So yeah, you won't need too many lockpicks though, so don't worry about that. Now, coming up on number 3, this is inside of the Silver Fin restaurant. What you're going to want to do is as soon as you come in, you're going to turn to your left and hop over the bench, and you will find an audio diary right there. Now, number 4 is in the same area. Starting off from that same door we just started off, come into the room, run up the stairs to the left side, and then follow the wall along the left, and you will find an audio diary on the desk. Now, starting from number 3 all the way to number 14, you can actually get them in just about any order. I'm doing them based on the story and how I recommend doing them. Number 5, it's going to be in the test drive area, which you will need to go to after doing that tear thing you just saw in Collectibles number 3 and 4. This is right after that. You're going to go to the test drive area, hop over here, you will find number 5. And then number 6, this is a mandatory part of the mission. You'll come into this little metal door, and you'll find 3 in this room where you can find Old Man Winter as part of the story. Number 6 on this desk here. Coming from number 6, back up a little bit, turn to your left, and you will find number 7 in that little cove right there. Again, you can get these in just about any order, but I'm showing you definitely the best one. Now, from number 7, which I just picked up, you can find number 8 by turning a little bit to your right-hand side. Coming through these doors, in front of me where I'm aiming is the Old Man Winter mod, which you will need to pick up. Plasmid, sorry I misspoke. And then next to this guy that was chained up, you will find your 8th diary. You can use the menu at any point to count how many you have. Now, after you take an elevator in the service bay area, this is another mandatory section of this part of the game. Again, you can actually come here before you're given the task that you need to come here. So number 9, there's 3 in this area. You can do them in any order you like. I'm showing you the order I prefer. You're going to jump down to the normal story. Now, I have taken out all the enemies. Keep that in mind. Off to the side area inside of the sink, you will find number 9. Now, number 10, you can get into this room a variety of ways, but the password is 7951 if you don't want to waste any of your lockpicks. You're going to come up the stairs into this area and go into this door that tells you to put in the combo. The combo, again, 7951, I believe, whatever's on screen. And once we're inside, we're going to need to go downstairs, and you will find the audio log on a bookshelf. Now, while you're here, I recommend you pick up the note. I will have a guide for the notes later on. You will need some notes, but in this room, there's a note. I recommend you pick that up while you're here. But it's very easy to backtrack here, so don't worry if you don't. Now, number 11, definitely one of the most hidden ones in this bathysphere area. You're going to want to mount up onto one of these hooks and then mount down into that bathysphere. Inside, you'll find your 11th diary if you're going in the same order as me. Number 12, in the Manta Ray Lounge. Again, you can come here before you go to the bathysphere. This is in any order you want to do. Once you drop down into the lounge, go up the stairs. This loading screen is going to get in your way 99% of the time. And once you come up into here, you're going to want to, if there's a guy, take him out. And just to the right of the Welcome to the Party Boys sign, you will find a dead guy with an audio diary next to him. From this guy, you're going to want to make your way down the stairs to the left-hand side, and I'm just going to have to double check with the video here. My memory is a little bit hazy after playing this game all day. We're going to come into this door. Now, there's two ways to get into here, but once you come into this door, the audio diary is going to be directly in front of you. You can actually approach from the opposite side. Now, for number 14, we're going to need 4 notes. I'm going to show you the notes in order. In the test drive area near Old Man Winter, in the room behind the plasmid, you will find a note. You can pick these up in any order. Number 2, inside of the information room, coming from the central hub of this area, you're going to want to go inside, knock out the one guard. As you see, it says information on the top of my screen. You're going to knock out this guard and pick up your second note on the desk. Now, the third note, very, very easy. You can find it in the medicine area of the central hub as well. All of these can be accessed basically from that one main area you'll find in the game. That's your third note. And again, here's my fourth note. As I mentioned it in the bathysphere, very, very close to one of the audio diaries. I believe I had it at number 10 in this video. Somewhere around there. You can use that door from the code upstairs. If you have a lot of lockpicks, you can come downstairs. Watch out for the 2 turrets. Inside of this room next to the lamp, you will find your fourth note. Now that you have all 4 notes, it will show that up on screen. You can go for your 14th collectible. This is the Welcome to the Party Boys sign inside of the lounge. Again, you would have been here already multiple times. This is inside of the lounge. Now, once we're inside of the lounge, you'll want to obviously take out all the enemies if there are any. Make your way up the stairs and go to this. Keep going, keep going. Do not take the elevator in this area just yet. You want to turn the 3 bottles so that the labels are facing you. Now, once those 3 labels face you, it will open up a secret door right in front of me. Inside of this room, you will find your 14th audio diary. Now, from here on out, you're going to play a lot of story, and then you're going to end up in a slightly different world. Spoiler alert, you will end up in Colombia, which is where I am right now, and there are, I believe, 9 total audio logs in this area. As soon as you come out of the vent, this is the first time you step foot in Colombia, get inside of that door right behind me and pick up the Voxophone inside of the room. When you're in Colombia, they're called Voxophones. Now, ride the sky rail up onto this huge ship. I don't know what they call it, the perfect terminology. But anyways, once we're up here, dismount onto the wing, run down this wooden little walkway here. Once we're inside, run all the way to the end, and you will find your 16th Voxophone. Now, this was actually the last one for me, which is why you see me unlocking the achievement. You can pick them up in any order, and the game will save. So even though my menu would not have shown all 25 of them at this point because I've not beaten it, it has unlocked the achievement for me, so it will keep track of them for you. Keep that in mind. Now, we're making our way back directly exactly where we came from. This is where that vent is, and we're going to run down. I have killed all the enemies. Keep that in mind. You're going to want to run down the main stairs. This is in the direction of the objective, and on the desk in front of me is my 17th Voxophone. Number 18, you'll come to this area where you have to find a key inside of the sleep area at Fink's offices next to the fireplace. You will find your 18th Voxophone. Now that you found a key, you can crank the little clock in the middle of the room. Crank the clock towards the leisure room. Inside of the leisure room, you will find a Voxophone on the desk right there. Very hard to miss. Now, moving on to number 20. In this area, we are going to start off this area like 3 or 4 times just to show you exactly where we're going. Now, next to the statue, go to the right-hand side of the statue on the main floor. Inside of this room, you will find your Voxophone right there. Now, going back exactly where I started from, looking at that statue, you're going to have to go to the 3rd floor of this area, also to the right of the statue. Again, up the stairs to the 3rd floor, as you see me doing here, into the room, and next to some chalkboards, you will find a Voxophone right there. That's 21 of 22. Sorry, 21 of 25. 22. This is, I'm going to have to just play with you guys and see where we end up. On the main floor, you're going to want to go to the surgical suite for the handyman. This is where they fix the handyman. And once we get inside, there's a little bit of a loading screen. We're going to get through this hatch and through the hatch again, and we're in the main hub of where they operate on the handyman. You can get to this next voxophone a variety of ways, but as you can see, I'm going through the patient ward, and then once I'm inside of the patient ward, I'm going to the parts inventory. That is the room with the voxophone. There's like 4 different doors to get into this room, so keep that in mind. Once we are inside the parts inventory, you can find the voxophone on one of the desks inside of this area, number 22. Going on to number 23, this is right after you pick up the hair sample. You're going to want to come into this room and pull that lever next to the hair sample. There's a lever. Pull it. It'll open all of the emergency doors in the area. Now you're going to backtrack a little bit into the quarantine zone, and then you're going to have this room. You can see this voxophone through the window, and the only way to get it is to get the hair sample first, pull the lever, which will open the emergency doors and gain you access into this area. Number 24, this is in the very last part of the game, quite a bit away from the last voxophone that we picked up. Now you're dropped off at this location with no guns, no weapons, and I don't even know if you can sprint. You're going to walk through the hallway after you make your way into the storefront, and to the right-hand side, there is a voxophone inside of the lockers. Just a little bit away from that, you will find this Vita chamber, and then there's a big part of the story that happens right here where I'm looking. You will get caught up here for about 5 minutes, so keep that in mind. You'll make a right-hand turn and see this glass window in front of you. To the right-hand side of that, there is a door, and you will pick up your last audio diary. Hopefully that video was helpful for you guys. Hopefully you unlocked the achievement. If it was, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Those are 3 things that really help my channel out, and I can't make videos like this without your help, so you might want to keep that in mind. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I see you in my next video. Peace.